Good morning, and good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we are looking at the all-in-one USB-C Multiport Hub by Sabrent. Boom. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you all are doing so good. Yeah. If you are watching over on Facebook, thank you very much for watching. Remember, you can always join the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/We All Rise Together, because we all rise together. Boom. And yes, you can also come over and watch the show live daily on the down low, if you prefer, at youtube.com/JadeStarr, or you can head over to the website at howtoapponios.com, and the show is daily spread like a virus in the browser there. You can also pop over to the Twitch at twitch.tv/J how to app on iOS. Boom. Don't get me started on the booms. Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. Let's say hello to folks who are in the chat today. Let me scroll. Hello, I have an idea. Welcome back from your vacation. I have an idea went on a holiday. We all thought that he might have ended up with a round of bullets in him and holding a watermelon in a mankini. But he's all good. Welcome back, Ivan. Missed you dearly. Audible video, hello to you. Paying to get, hello to you. Chi-ching. Guzzo of Oz, hello. I want to do paying to get again. Paying to get. Yeah, always paying to get. There you go. You got three hellos paying to get. 4. Hello, Cy F, and good to see you. If you haven't checked out Cy's channel, make sure you do. He's in the chat. Go and check out Cy's channel on YouTube, because he does some really cool reviews of apps and such. Yeah, go and do it. Hello, Tom Rochelle, fantastic admin in the group. Gary Hubbs took some time out from lawn mowing the kids. Looking after the kids. Boom. What am I saying? Lawn mowing the kids. Yeah, boy. Oh, dear. It is early. Hello, Joe Synth Widow is here as well. Oh, yes. Kisses for you. Kisses for everybody. That's getting creepy, isn't it? Do I even have my effects on today? I don't. Let me see. I don't think I do. What a mess. Let's do that. Oh, I know what's wrong. That's what's wrong. That's fixed. All right, where was I? I'm lost. I'm so lost. I was setting up so many things today for this review. This is a really hard review to do today because it's gear and it's all plugged into what I'm using to do a live stream. So yeah, go figure. Who else have I missed here? Gary Hubs, hello to you. I already said that. Hello, Joe Glenn. I hope you're doing well. Boom. Nina, hello. Doug from the sound test room is here, dancing away as usual. Nice review of the new... what's it called again? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, well, they won't send me a copy, so why should I remember? Yeah. Meow. Meow. Do I have a cat noise? I don't have one. Adam Burst, hello to you. Danny Broderick. Who else am I missing here? I think I got everyone. I think I got the lot, yeah. Timeless, that's what it was. Timeless. Sorry, time is escaping from me. So funny. Not that funny, Peppy. Fuck off. All right, let's check and see if there's any new apps. Yeah, are there any new apps? What music can I play for the app intro today? That was a good intro, wasn't it? All right, so there are. Look at this. Straight off the bat, you can see it. If you can't miss it, look at that. It's Audio Pro. It's half price. Audio Pro is half price for $24.99 down from $49.99. It's cheap. It's cheap. If you've been thinking about getting Audio Pro, now would be the good time to get it. Russ is here as well. Russ, have you got your late note? You better have your late note. You know what? Because Russ was late, I'm going to make you sit through a commercial.
You know, I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather. They were Werther's Original, and I was 4. I had a bit of trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and uncommonly good. I remember feeling I must be someone very special when my granddad gave me his wonderful butter candy. Well, now I'm the granddad. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's Original? After all, he's someone very special too, you know.
God, can't handle it much more. It's your fault, Russ. You caused that. Everybody blame Russ. Everybody give Russ some stick for being late. Sit him in the corner. It's all Russ's fault. So yeah, Audio Pro is on sale, and yeah, it's a really good time to get it because it's worth $50. And if you want to, I don't know, delve into a really high-end door that's a little bit like, I don't know, I like it. It's still my door of choice until Logic possibly comes. Will it come? I don't know. We're going to have to ask Barry Smith about that. There's only one man who can give us those answers. That's Barry Smith. But yeah, Helium's still on sale, Tonality, all the stuff we looked at yesterday, all these apps are still on sale. So half price for apps like Galileo and Magellan and Casper and ToneStack Pro, Roxen. So if you don't have Roxen, I mean, it's a sick app. I've done a show on it. It's down to $10 from 20. Not as good as the sale they had, was it earlier this year, where all their apps were 99 cents? Man, that was the best sale ever. So yeah, Audio Pro is the story of the day, I guess, because it's awesome. I love it. I use it a lot, and there you go. All right, so this is going to be a bit difficult today because, as I said, I have things plugged in to do this show. So I'm going to have to unplug things and hope for the best that they're all going to plug back in. But this is the risk we take when doing these kind of shows. But what are we looking at today? So you'll recall, firstly, I want to start off by saying, now this item that I am reviewing today it was sent to me by the company Sabrent, who make this. I also did a review on their SSD drive, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the show. It's not going to be an incredibly long show today because, you know, there's only so much you can do with a hub, yeah? Hello, Thomas. Will you tell me a story? Thomas is here as well, so welcome, Thomas Gillane. Alrighty, so we are looking at this multi-port hub. And to kick off, I'm going to show you the hub that I have been using, which is all attached to my iPad. So you're going to get to see a little bit of behind the scenes on how my iPad, everything is set up here, yeah? Let's flick to this camera and hope everything's going to work. All right, so I can do this for now. So we got this camera here. So this is the hub that I was using for the longest time. It doesn't really have a brand name or anything like that. It's very bulky. Very bulky. And like all hubs, I'm sure you're going to agree with me. I'll put that there. They always come with an incredibly short lead. And look how stiff that is. That is, like, that's not going nowhere. That's about as flexible as a bank loan, yeah? Look at that. That is dodge as hell. But I've had this for about a year. So since I started doing this show, actually. And this one has 3 USB 3.1 ports there. So there you go. 3 ports there. It has on the end a Ethernet connection and a VGA connection, yeah? Because at one stage I had a vocal booth in this room, and And what I would do to be able to monitor what I was doing when I would sing in my vocal booth was I ran a VGA cord out from here into the vocal booth with an old VGA monitor and a mouse connected up to my iPad over Wi-Fi, so I could see the iPad screen on my monitor, right? So that's that. And over here, this one had so USB-C pass-through, a HDMI out, and a micro and SD card slot. And here's why I got this, was because it's got a headphone jack. Yeah. I have fan preamp as well. Now, what I want to talk about first about this, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Now, I know modern devices don't come with headphone jacks. So my reason behind this was like, hey, yeah, I'll get one of these. It's got a headphone jack. Your results may vary, but I will never buy another hub with a headphone jack on board, because here's the deal. When you plug it in to your port to your iPad, it basically hijacks the sound from the iPad. Okay, so you know when you're using an iPhone, you plug in the headphones, it takes over the sound. So as soon as this plugs in, the headphone jack takes over the sound. It's a real pain in the butt, because I don't really want to plug anything into this little plug here. I want to use the sound from my iPad out of my UR22. So it was a total pain in the ass. So this thing started getting really ratty. This lead here, I'm pretty sure this lead is stuffed now, because it's constantly been sitting up here where my new Sabrent one is, and bent like this, bent going into, so it's bending like this. You can see it's still got the bend in it. So it's been sitting like that for the longest time, and after a long time like that, I think the wiring in here's got loose, and this thing started heating up heaps and caused a lot of trouble for me. So I was on the lookout for a brand new one, because I need a whole bunch to be able to do this show and have everything connected, yeah? So this is where I reached out after doing the review of the Sabrent SSD drive for one of their hubs, and here is what it looks like. So it came, I can go full screen, I think. Yes, there we go. So it came in the mail. This is the small little box that it comes in. Nice, neat package. Explains everything thoroughly. I'm not doing an unboxing because it clearly is being used right now. But that's it. Nice and thin. Yeah. So there you go. That's the box. Just to prove it's made of real cardboard. Pretty impressive, huh? So we'll put that back over there. And what we're going to do now is, so there is my port sitting up here. And what we're going to do is remove it. I'll give you a close-up look at it, and then we'll plug everything back in, and you'll see how everything comes back to life, and what I have connected for this to work. But first, I'm going to have a sip from my coffee. So, just for you ASMR people out there. A little bit of morning creepiness, yeah, just for all of you. Alrighty, so let's go to how do I show you this? This will be the best way, I think. So this is right. So as you can see, my iPad's on the screen now, so you can see what's going on when I scroll, because it is connected all through here, and the HDMI is coming out and going into my computer here. So what we're going to do now is move my iPad over a little bit, and we're going to grab this sucker and I'm going to start dismantling it, right? So the first thing I'm going to take out is the Ethernet. So my iPad's no longer going to have Ethernet. Goodbye. Next, we're going to remove this SD card. So it's a 16 gig SD card. We'll throw that down here. I've got a memory stick in here, so we'll pull that out as well. This thing's really cool to touch as well. And now I have here this one. This is connected to a powered hub right at the back, which has a whole lot of stuff going on, like my hard drives and stuff like that. So let's take this out, and now my interface is no longer connected. So you can probably see if I move this over, there's a flashing light flashing over here. And now when I pull out this last cable, bye-bye to my iPad screen. So there you go. Everything is now disconnected. I no longer have the iPad screen here. So we can go full screen now and have a look at this. So right off the bat, this is my favorite part of it. Look at that lead, folks. Look at how much lead you get for your $1. I'd buy that for $1. Look at it all. That's a good, what, 80 centimeters? And it's not cheap too. It's pretty thick. So basically the lead that comes with it is a USB-C to USB-C. So pretty good. This is the biggest, look, the thing's beautiful to look at by itself. We'll just put it down there. But this was, it is unpowered. It is an unpowered hub. But that's the thing. So I have a powered hub at the back, which goes through this and then into the iPad. So, but you can use whatever configuration you use. But this was the thing that really got me excited, because I really love being able to move my iPad around to fit, because normally I'd have my key step sitting here, but I don't today. And I rearranged the desk quite a fair bit, and having a really short lead just sucks balls. Look at that. Look at the difference between those. Yeah, that's a whole lot of cable. Hey Jim, good to see you. So you can go over there in the toilet. So here is the unit itself. So there you go. It's much like, and I'm going to compare it to the SSD drive. So as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the SSD drive. There you go. Made of the same strong industrial like metal, so it's feels really good too, really awesome. Nice to hold in hands. Is it metal? I don't even know. Or is it plastic? I can't tell. I think the bottom's metal. There we go. I think the top's plastic. There you go. So I'm wrong. There. So, but there you go. Here are your ports. So you've got two ports on this side, two USBs on this side, and they're just, I do believe, now it says they're USB 3s, but these ones aren't. They're USB 2s, and these are USB 3.1s. Then you've got two SD cards, right? So an SD and a micro. You have an Ethernet on the end, and there's your connection. And you've this USB-C is a pass-through, right? So it's not for data. Be aware of that. It's just for power, yeah, not a data USB-C. So now we're going to try and hook it all up. And the other good thing too, you'll notice with this one here, I have 2 bits of blue tack on the bottom of this to sit it up on top of my Mac Mini, because it just would move around all the time. This, like the SSD, comes with these really nice rubber feet. So once it's down on here, it doesn't move. You can see my whole desk moving when I'm trying to move it, yeah? So there you go. It's really cool. So let's hook it back up and see how easy it is, and watch everything come back to life, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to plug this in. Straight away, we get a light saying it's all good to go. So that's happy days. Just going to move the iPad over a little bit. First things first, I'm going to connect the Ethernet back up, because I constantly want my Ethernet connected to my iPad for fast speeds for doing this show. So here's my Ethernet cable. We're going to bang that in there. And let's go back to here. So now, we can't see because I don't have my iPad screen back on. There we go. So that's connected. And the next thing I'm going to do is connect the iPad. So here is my HDMI cable. This goes into my computer. All right, so this actually goes in here. It goes around the computer, up underneath, and into my computer. So we're going to add, let's go to this screen here. So you see it come back on. HDMI in, and there we go. The iPad is back on the screen. So we have iPad action. So that's all back connected. Nice and lovely. Nice and easy there. The next thing I'm going to do is, we'll go back to this full screen here. I'm going to connect my powered hub at the back here. Powered hub. And here we go. So we're going to whack that back in here. And that will connect up. So now my interface is back connected. So the lights are back on my interface. And if I open up my Files app, there we have my Rocket Pro is connected. So my SSD is connected there. So that's good to see. And what else do we have next that I need to plug in? Next, I'm going to plug in my SD card here. So we'll bang that in as well. SD card in. And that's just connected in here as well in the Files app. So my SD card. And now you'll see my Seagate. Oops, I'm not showing you the full screen there, am I? So we'll go here. So my Seagate, my Rocket Pro SSD is connected. My my SD card is now connected, and my Seagate spinning drive, my 2 terabyte drive, is connected there. So that's all good. Everything's back connected. The other last thing I need to add here is this little SanDisk. What do I call them? ScanDisk. I just need to add that back in over here. Make sure that's in nice and tight. And there you go. So the final thing has been added. So there's my little memory stick. So now I have everything all back connected. And we have USB-C. We have my interface connected. We have the iPad screen back on. It is not Thunderbolt. This is a USB-C only device. But they do have Thunderbolt ones on their website, so that's cool as well. As you can see here, if I head over to my settings, you can see my Ethernet is connected as well. There you go. Ethernet's connected, so we've got lightning fast speed now. That's all good. And also, let's see, here's my key step. So normally my key step would go in there as well. Here's my, where are we? So here's my key step. We'll go back to this screen here. There it is. There's my baby, my lover, my sex machine. And that normally goes into this hub as well. And another beautiful thing about the key step here is it comes with a really nice long cord. So I'll just move my mic. I'll sit this on my lap. And my key step normally goes around the back here into this second port. That's in. And if I turn it on, we have key step action as well. So there you go. Beautiful, lovely, all works. The thing doesn't get, what I noticed about the old one that I have, used to get incredibly hot. Just used to sit there smoldering. So I've had this for a week, almost a week, and it's constantly connected. So it hasn't been like getting hot or anything like that. And yeah, it's, you know what? The other thing about it too, and I know this is only a small thing to some people, but I like things that look nice and fit in. And this, sitting up there on top of my Mac Mini like that, just looks really nice and just fits in with the scenery. It's, the same color as it, and I like it. It looks really nice. But this thing is ugly and horrible, and that cord is vile. So there you go. The old hub used to get hot. That's what I'm saying. This thing used to just fire out. You just touch it and it'd just be like, Jesus Christ, that is hot. So yeah, everything's, we can test the sound here on, make sure everything is connected up again. Because now the way I have this set up too is, my UR22, the sound, how I get the sound out of my iPad is by connecting the two outs going into my mixing desk. So that is that. So we can check and make sure the sound's happening. Let's just open up. Let's just open up a music file here. Here we go. What have we got? Just to make sure everything is connected and working. Let's listen to the new Desir song. Seems to be working. So yeah, I also, as you know, I'd show you, there is a USB-C charging port there, plus I've got another USB port there if I want to plug anything in. So, you know, there's plenty of room there. It's a 9-port hub. You really can't go wrong. So let's do this and pop over here, if everything's still working. Could have used a USB-C extension, just asking for the old hub. Yeah, I could have, but like, you know, let's be honest, the more extensions and things you have going on, the more the bigger likelihood of shit going wrong. And it was already a generic, I think this thing cost me like, you know, $29. It wasn't like anything really expensive. I mean, it's a no-name thing. And again, I'm gonna nail on it, and if you don't agree with me, that's up to you. This headphone port, utter shit. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You know, it's not worth it. I saw a question here that I didn't get to ask Vampirian. What type of iPad do I have? Yeah, it's a 12.9 2018 iPad Pro. So yeah, and Gary, you do get hot, don't you? What am I talking about? Let's pop here. So here is the actual hub. Here is the hub. This is their website. So their recommended price for this is $89.99. You can see there. And there's all the stuff. Lightweight. So it is really light as well. Supports power. So you can power something as well. I think it's, if I remember, it's 60. Does it say here? I can't remember. I think it says it on the Amazon. So video output is 2.0. It's up to 4K. So this hub isn't powered. There you go. So, but it says here, no additional power source is required, but it's not powered. 9 ports, Type C pass-through. So it is a pass-through only. It's not a data. There you go. What else can I show you? There's some other pictures of it I can show you. There you go. I like that picture. Look at that. It looks like a Spider-Man. Looks like something. Looks like a spider. Looks sexy as hell. All right, so this is their website. Now, here comes the shill. Oh, you meant Joe's Hub, sorry. So let's do the shill and let you know that you can get hold of this through my Gear Guide. That was loud, wasn't it? So I do have links to this on the Gear Guide. Let's flick over here and show you, because it's up already. I have made sure it's up on here. And so the way my Gear Guide works, there's a link in the description. It's really easy to get to. It's do I have a button on my... I think I do. Let's do this. Let's show you how cool my Stream Deck is. I just press a little button on my Stream Deck here. See? I press that little button. And it didn't work. That sucks, man. Oh, I know why too. OBS just had an update before I started the show. That was silly of me to expect that it would just work. Man, I love technical stuff. Yeah. Just works so well. Let's see. Is it working now? Is it working now? Is it working now? Is it working now? I'll try one more time. Anyway, I can put the link. How can I do the link? I can put it in the chat anyway. Yeah, it's not working at the moment because I shouldn't have updated my thingamajig. That was silly of me, but I always do silly things. So here we go. I'll just copy this. We'll just go the old-fashioned way. So let's paste there. Hit enter. Cool. So yes, I do have a gear guide, and the way it works is if you do buy anything from here, Amazon breaks off a small chunk from the sale, a very small chunk, and they take it around the back laneway, they punch it up, they rough it up, they slap it around, they do all this horrible stuff to it, and then they send it. They shoot it with a shotgun. And then it just gives up, and they break off a small portion and they send it to me. Yeah. So if you are considering anything on my gear guide here, use one of these links. It would help me out a little bit, and hopefully you'll get something cool to use. Yeah. And as Russ has pointed out too, this is a little known fact. If you actually go to this gear guide and actually click one of the links, and then you buy something else, like just say you go buy some chocolate, or you go buy, like, I don't know, a hat, or you go buy some gloves. If you've clicked the link from my page, I still get a kickback from Amazon. So that's a bit creepy, I know. I think the link stays in your history for like 48 hours. It's weird. But yeah. So I have added it here. And the good news is, if I click on this, the US currently, and I think they're in stock too, is $59.99. So it's a far cry from the price that is over here on their website of $88.99. So if you grab it from the gear guide, there's a little bit of a special there. I'm not sure. Let's see how much it is in. Oops, I didn't want to do that. In the UK, because there's no Canada one, unfortunately. But in the UK, I don't know if they have stock. So there you go, £50.41. So there you go. So that's nice as well. So that's my gear guide. I didn't have the music playing today. I should have. Wrong music, yeah. That's it. Man, I'm not with it today. Everything's like behind. So yeah. And look, I've been using it for a week. It's absolutely brilliant. All my devices are showing up. I have to admit, with the old one here, this one here, things used to disappear all the time. Hard drives disappeared. And there's another reason why I needed a new multi-port themaging. So let's turn off this music, and we're going to talk about something else, because I did a review for one of Sabrent's other items, which is here on my gear guide, and this is the SSD. Yeah. So where's that? That's here. So you'll notice I have two SSDs. Yeah, I've got another one sitting here, and in all complete transparency, I need to tell you what happened. This is why I needed a new one of these. Once I unplugged this from my iPad and plugged it into my computer last week, my computer started going nuts. And you know when you've got something wrong with a USB and it goes ba-ding, 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 and it goes connect, unconnect, and it's just going off its head. Every time I plug this into something like my computer or my Mac, off it goes on an endless spiral of ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. And so I realized there's been something wrong with this hub for ages, and I've been having quite a few issues with my my audio interface disconnecting all the time, and my hard drive's not showing up. Well, the SSD that I got from Sabrent died not long after I did my review. Now, I hear you saying, well, that's not very good because you reviewed it and you recommended it to us. Well, now we know why it happened. And after speaking to the kind people at Sabrent, we know why, because this thing shit the bed with this thing and it totally fucking destroyed it. So basically what they did was, Sabrent, they sent me out a brand new one, which was really kind of them, and it's been working absolutely perfect with this new USB hub. This thing is evil. I'm only keeping it here, so where's that hammer? Fuck, I bought a hammer in here. Fucking be gone with you. Be gone with you. You ruined my life. You're worse than my ex-wife. Wrong timing, Peppy. But anyway, so I just want to be clear with that. So I had an issue with this, and what happened with it, the actual drive died completely in it, which is really rare for an SSD. But when it's completely connected to something that is going on and off and on and off and on and off, and it was sitting dormant, I hadn't even used it. There you go. So I was having a lot of trouble as well with this thing, with things disconnecting, like my other hard drives disconnecting, my memory sticks weren't there half the time. And I realized it was this. So, and that caused this to die. But as I said, I've got a brand new Sabrent drive, which is sitting up here. If I spin the camera a little bit. So it's sitting up here. And it has been doing really, really cool. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, that's nice of you, Russ. Don't buy Russ's music. Oh, I'm glad we're friends, Russ. But yeah, if you would like to grab a hold of one of these, look, I think, and the USB hub is super cool, really cool to touch. Again, like touching it now, it's beautiful, lovely. And the other thing too, my the hard drive, I noticed with this one too, this was really hot when I first got it. This new replacement SSD, I've had it for a week. It is absolutely cold to touch. It hasn't got warm once. That's really cool. So I don't know if this was defective as well or something, but you know, these things happen with electronics, and I can let you know that here's the deal. Sabrent were really awesome, and they replaced it. They sent me out a brand new unit from the US in under 5 days. Boom. So that's really cool. Definitely really good company for things like that. I can't recommend them enough. I'm really enjoying my SSD, and that's about that. Alrighty. I hope that this has been. I should have the music on still. I love the music. Yeah. So this is a shopping show, basically. What I will do later on, I will post a link to this thing smashed into pieces, because I can't find the hammer. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I'll use this. Maybe I'll use this. Die! Die! Maybe not. God, listen to that thing when you bang it. God damn, it sounds as hollow as my ex-wife. So, we'll kill the music now. Go away. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. What is coming up on the show? There's a whole lot of cool things coming up on the show this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at I better just bring up the screen, yeah? Because it'd be easy for my memory. We are looking at, I can't remember, where is it? I think we're looking at this one, Chord Jam. So we're going to look at Chord Jam tomorrow, and got some giveaways. Got some giveaways for Chord Jam, so that's cool. Then after that, we are doing this. The day after, going to have a look at NanoStudio 2, and I'm going to just throw myself out there with no experience using NanoStudio 2 whatsoever, and I'm going to try and make a song in an hour. So that's going to be scary, very scary. I have no idea what I'm doing. That'll be fun. And then on Friday, we don't have an interview this week. This week, we're doing my top 20 apps that make me happy. So if you would like to see and this is old, this is new apps, this is across the entirety of iOS history. I'm going to be looking at my favorite apps, and then after that, we're going to be doing a show on this cool app, which is called File Converter, which can convert anything to something else. Yeah. And why am I telling you all this? Because this week we are leading up to episode 300 of this show. Can you believe it? 300 episodes. Crazy stuff. So I've got something special planned for episode 300. I hope you can all join me for that. It's going to be fun, I think. Interesting, dark, funny, fun. It'll be a performance of sorts. It'll be a retrospective. It'll be, I don't know, it'll be something hopefully that you'll all enjoy. Something a little bit different. So I hope you can all join me this week for the shows coming up. And we'll have a giveaway tomorrow for the app we're looking at tomorrow, CHORD Jam. And that will be it. So thank you very much for joining me today. Yes, we may have a ritual burning of the old USB hub. Once again, I want to thank Sabrent for kindly sending me out these wonderful items for me to use and for me to tell you about. Remember my link if you would like to purchase. It's gear.howtoapp on iOS. It helps... I can't do Pete's joke. It will help me get a hammer to smash this old USB hub. Because the lights are already on, you know. It'll help me be able to afford a copy of... I'm not even going to go there. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We shall see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep making music. Keep doing the things that make you happy. And remember to make mistakes. Oh, yeah, and hit the like. That would be wonderful. And also welcome to all the new people who subscribed yesterday. Nice to meet you. My name's Jade. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm a Virgo. Right. What about you? No, don't kiss on the first date. Would I like to go to the toilet? Of course. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Until then, bye.